Edvard Munch's famous painting, The Scream, is a rectangle with perimeter 130 inches. Its height is 22 inches less than twice its width. What are its dimensions? Now again, we're asked to find the dimensions of a shape. In the last problem, the dimensions were the length and the width, but in this case, the dimensions are the height and the width, because they talk about the painting's height and its width. So our let statements are going to give us expressions for the height and the width. We have to figure out which of those to set equal to x. If we look in the problem, we can see that they tell us its height is 22 inches less than twice its width. So they tell us something about the height based on the width, but they don't give us any information directly about the width. Because the width is the quantity we're told nothing about, that's going to be x. So we're going to let the width be x. Now we have to write the height in terms of x. So that's also going to be a let statement. We're going to let the height be, and it's got to be something in terms of x. Now again, they said the height is 22 inches less than twice the width. Well, we know the width is x. That means that twice the width would be 2x. And since the height is 22 inches less than twice the width, we need to subtract 22 from this to make it 22 inches less than twice the width. Now that we have expressions for the width and the height, we can move on and write an equation that models the situation. The piece of information we haven't used yet involves the perimeter, and this is a rectangle, so we're going to use the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. P equals 2L plus 2W. But we're going to modify it just a little bit in this problem, because that formula involves length and width, but in this one we're calling the dimensions height and width. So we're really going to use P equals 2H plus 2W, because we can take 2 times the height plus 2 times the width if we're calling the dimensions height and width. Now we can substitute in all the given information. The perimeter is 130 inches, so the left-hand side will become 130. Then on the right we have 2 times the height, but the height we said was 2x minus 22. So 2 times the height will be 2 times 2x minus 22. Then we also have plus 2 times the width, and the width was x, so that'll be plus 2 times x. And now we have an equation that we can solve for x. We'll start by multiplying, and we've got that 2 that needs distributed on the right-hand side. 2 times 2x is 4x, and then minus 2 times 22 is 44, plus the other 2x that's sitting over there. Now we have like terms that we can combine on the right. 4x plus 2x becomes 6x, so this will be 130 equals 6x minus 44. If we want to get the variable term alone, we can get rid of that 44 by adding 44 to both sides. On the left, 130 plus 44 is going to be 174. So this becomes 174 equals 6x. And to get x alone, we divide by 6, which gives us 29 equals x. Now that we know the value of x, we can go back and plug it into our let statements. We said that the width was x, and this is going to be 29, and everything in this problem is measured in inches, so the width is 29 inches. And then the height is 2x minus 22. So we've got to take 2 times 29 and subtract 22. Well, 2 times 29 is 58. So we've got 58 minus 22. That ends up being 36, also measured in inches. So we know the width is 29 inches and the height is 36 inches. They ask what are its dimensions. We can say its width is 29 inches and its height is 36 inches. And that is our final answer.